Can money buy you a happy relationship? You're listening to Emotional Intelligence Developer. This podcast is going to challenge an idea that a lot of people have heard, repeated, and sometimes built their dating lives around. Find a rich man, and you'll be happy. Get yourself a wealthy partner, and your problems disappear. Date someone with money because that's where security, comfort, and happiness are waiting. But is that actually true? Or have we confused financial security with emotional security? Today, we're going to look at the benefits, the risks, and the uncomfortable reality of choosing a partner primarily because of their money. And I want to be careful here. This isn't an attack on women. Wanting financial stability isn't stupid. Money matters. If you don't have enough money for food, housing, healthcare, education, or basic security, financial stress can seriously affect your well-being and your relationship. Having a financially stable partner can also make life easier. You might have more options. You might have less financial pressure. You might be able to travel, live somewhere safer, afford better healthcare, or build a better future for your children. So let's not pretend money doesn't matter. It does. But there's a massive difference between saying financial stability is valuable and saying a rich partner will make me happy. Those are not the same thing. Imagine a woman who says, I don't care if he's emotionally available. I just want someone who can provide. She meets a wealthy man. He buys the house. He pays for the holidays. She has the lifestyle she dreamed about. From the outside, everything looks perfect. Designer clothes. Nice restaurants. Beautiful holidays. A big house. But when she's upset, he doesn't listen. When they argue, he uses money to end the conversation. When she disagrees with him, he reminds her who pays the bills. When she wants to leave, she realizes that almost everything she has depends on him. Now ask yourself, is that security? Or is that dependency? Because financial comfort can make a bad relationship look very attractive from the outside. And sometimes the lifestyle becomes so valuable that people tolerate things they would never tolerate if money wasn't involved. That's where this becomes an emotional intelligence issue. Because emotional intelligence means being able to look beyond the immediate reward. The second scenario is even more uncomfortable. Imagine someone who gets exactly what she wanted. She finds the wealthy man. But he's constantly working. He travels all the time. He has very little emotional availability. She eats at expensive restaurants, but she eats alone. She travels to beautiful places, but she feels lonely. She has expensive gifts, but she doesn't feel understood. Eventually, she starts asking, why am I unhappy? And that's an important question. Because money can remove certain problems. It cannot automatically create intimacy. It cannot make someone faithful. It cannot make someone emotionally mature. It cannot teach someone how to communicate. It cannot make someone respect you. And it certainly cannot guarantee that the person you're with actually loves you. Now let's flip the scenario. Imagine a woman chooses a man who isn't extremely wealthy, but he's financially responsible. He works. He has goals. He doesn't waste everything he earns. He respects her. He communicates. He's emotionally available. They disagree without destroying each other. They build together. Maybe they don't have the luxury lifestyle immediately, but they have something else. A partnership. And that distinction matters. Because you shouldn't only ask, how much money does this person have? Ask, how does this person behave when they're angry? How do they treat people who can't do anything for them? How do they handle disappointment? Can they apologize? Can they control themselves? Can they communicate? Are they faithful? Do they respect boundaries? Do our values actually match? Because a bank account can tell you what someone owns. It cannot tell you what kind of person they are. And this is where I think dating advice sometimes goes wrong. People optimize for the visible things. Money. Beauty. Status. Followers. Cars. Clothes. Connections. But relationships are lived in the invisible things. Trust. respect, communication, patience, loyalty, emotional safety, shared values, conflict resolution. Those things don't look impressive in an Instagram photo, but they become extremely important when life gets difficult. And let's be honest about another danger. If you choose someone because of their money, you need to be prepared for the possibility that money becomes part of the power structure of the relationship. If one person controls the money, the home, the lifestyle, and the major decisions, the other person can gradually lose independence. And once independence disappears, leaving becomes harder. You might find yourself thinking, I hate this relationship, but what happens to me if I leave? That is a dangerous place to be. Financial independence doesn't mean you have to be wealthy. It means you should have some ability to stand on your own feet. Know how money works. Have skills. Build your own career or source of income where possible. Understand your finances. Keep your identity outside the relationship. Because love should be a partnership, not an economic hostage situation. And before someone says, but what's wrong with wanting a rich man? Nothing. There's nothing inherently wrong with wanting a financially successful partner. The problem is believing that wealth is proof of character. It isn't. A rich man can be a wonderful partner. A rich man can also be an awful partner. A poor man can be emotionally immature. A financially modest man can also be an incredible partner. Money is one characteristic. It isn't a personality. And the same lesson applies to men. Men can make the exact same mistake by choosing a woman primarily because of beauty, status, popularity, or what they think she can give them. You can get exactly what you wanted and still discover that you chose badly. So here are 4 emotional intelligence lessons to take from this. 1. Know what you're actually looking for. Ask yourself what you really mean when you say you want a rich partner. Do you want money? Or do you want security? Do you want luxury? Or do you want freedom? Do you want someone wealthy? Or do you want someone responsible? Those aren't necessarily the same thing. 2. Evaluate character before lifestyle. Pay attention to how someone behaves when nobody is impressed. Watch how they treat waiters. Watch how they treat their family. Watch how they handle being told no. Watch what happens when they're angry. Watch how they talk about their exes. Watch whether they keep promises. The lifestyle can be impressive. Character is what you're actually going to live with. 3. Protect your independence. Never make yourself completely dependent on someone simply because they can provide a beautiful lifestyle. Build your own capabilities. Understand your finances. Keep developing yourself. Because the healthiest relationship isn't 2 people who cannot survive without each other. It's 2 people who can survive independently but choose to build a life together. 4. Stop confusing comfort with happiness. A comfortable life can be wonderful. But comfort isn't the same as fulfillment. You can have a beautiful house and a miserable relationship. You can have a small apartment and a deeply loving partnership. You can travel around the world and still feel emotionally alone. And you can struggle financially while genuinely loving the person beside you. Ideally, you want both. You want financial stability and emotional connection. You want someone responsible and loving. You want someone ambitious without being consumed by money. You want someone who can build wealth without making wealth their entire identity. Because the goal shouldn't be to find someone rich enough to make you happy. The goal should be to build a life where money supports your happiness rather than becoming the price of it. So if you're dating right now, don't just ask, can this person give me the lifestyle I want? Ask, who will this person be when life stops being easy? Because eventually, every relationship gets tested. Someone gets sick. Money gets tight. A business fails. A job disappears. A parent dies. A child needs help. Plans change. Life becomes difficult. And when that happens, the car in the driveway won't communicate for you. The holiday won't apologize for you. The house won't comfort you. The money won't automatically fix the relationship. You will be left with the person. And that's why choosing a partner requires more than checking their bank account. Money can make life easier. But emotional intelligence determines how you live with each other when life gets hard. So yes, want financial security. Want someone responsible. Want someone ambitious. Want a comfortable life. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't make the mistake of believing that a wealthy person automatically brings happiness with them. Sometimes the most expensive mistake you can make is choosing a lifestyle and discovering too late that you don't actually like the life you're living.